As vice president, Kamala Harris has called herself a criminal justice reformer, but her record on crime hasn't always been consistent. She was considered a polarizing figure back in the early 2000s as the San Francisco district attorney, and then as California's, quote, top cop when she was the attorney general. Here's how her track records have stacked up since. As the San Francisco DA, Harris's office argued against a man who petitioned for his release after he was proven innocent of a crime. Her office claimed that he'd filed his petition after the legal deadline, according to Vox. She also supported an anti-truancy program that targeted parents whose kids skipped school. But Harris also pushed through several reforms, including a prison diversion program that allowed first-time drug offenders to get a job instead of incarceration. She also pushed back on the state's 3 strikes law, which triggered mandatory prison time for a 3rd felony. From there, she became California's Attorney General. While in that role, she started a first-of-its-kind racial bias training for police officers and mandated body cameras for state investigators. But she held on to other tough-on-crime initiatives. Her office fought to release fewer prisoners, even though a Supreme Court decision found that California prisons were overcrowded. Harris's role as a reformer didn't take full shape until she became a U.S. Senator. This is where she supported legislation on bail reform, plans to shorten lengthy federal prison sentences, and efforts to legalize marijuana. In 2020, she distanced herself from some of her previous tough-on-crime policies during the presidential primary, saying she took, quote, full responsibility for what my office did.